Hi, good afternoon everyone. Before I start my presentation, my sharing today, I would like to ask the audience, especially the student here, what is your salary expectation? You don't need to answer it now because later I will ask you again. But I can say that a couple of weeks ago, the TED committee have contact me and asking to share the economic outlook at the 3 p.m. to the students, and I find it's a bit like a tough. So I will try to zoom in into a specific topic related to the economy, and also focusing on the audience today, which is the students. So I'm asking the AI, the chatbot, what topic can entice a graduate to listen. And if you see that the feedback from the AI reply, they have 5 options. And what I'm doing is I'm combine 3 of the 5, which is the career developments and job market trends. And then the second one is an issue related of the social justice and sustainability. And third is a personal growth and mental health. Then when I combine all these 3, this is what my topic: wage, profit, and unemployment. What should your expected salary be? And before I zoom into the salary, we need to look on the what is the current economic condition. Very sorry, it's a bit like the numbers, but okay. So let's look on the before the pandemic. I assume we can just make it on the 2019, 191 million populations unemployed. This is data from the ILO. During the pandemic, 235 million unemployed. Last year, 205 million unemployed. Okay, pre-pandemic 2019, 2020, 2022. So it showed that some of the improvement, but it's not yet reached at the pre-pandemic level. So we zoom into the specific country, and I'm very sorry with this heat map, but just we assume that all the grid is show the improvement, and this is what current what we call that the data show. The 3.5 specific for the Malaysia, this unemployment rate, but it's a 3.5 is really a good number for us to proud of. How about the the specific age cohort? So for the sake of the the audience, the student here, I would like to share that 3 chart. First chart is what I'm sharing just now. Before pandemic, the unemployment rate is 3.2%. During the pandemic, it's 5.26%. Last is on May this year, is 3.5%. It's still not yet reached the pre-pandemic level. The second chart, youth unemployment rate. Before the pandemic, it's 9%. Now, during the pandemic, it's 14.2%, and now it's at 11%. It's still not yet reached at the pre-pandemic level. Now we talk about the youth underemployment. What's the meaning of the underemployed? Overqualified. Before the pandemic, it's 28.7%. During the pandemic, it's 130%, and as of May, 30.2%. Still, not yet reached at the pre-pandemic level. And is the issue of the youth unemployment something new? It's not. In the 2018, 21% of the youth unemployed. And if let's say we zoom in on the ratio, 1 out of the 5 youth is unemployed. 2 out of the 3 unemployed are female. And for the young people, you have 3 times chances to get fired compared to the adult. And is the youth unemployment is important? Look, we talk about a lot of the blueprint, economic blueprint, but I want to make it as simple as we can engage, which you can see. These 2 charts is from the IMF. Unemployment equal to the inequality, and on the blue color here that you see is during the good times, and the Dark blue is during the bad time. Let's specific look on the, let's say, the light blue. Total unemployed impact 41% of inequality. However, if let's say the government able to solve the youth unemployment, you will see that the youth unemployment give the impact of the 38.3%. If let's say we zoom in into the emerging country, it's about let's say 47.1%. This is the reason why every country, the government focusing on the youth unemployment. And in terms of the, let's say, mental health and also let's say social study, the unemployment create the social issue and will be lead into some of the crime. And also that's the research show the person who have a, let's say, longer unemployment time period is having the suicide thoughts. And this is why I want to highlight for the today sharing. But before that, I will bring you again to my main concern why that's youth face the disadvantage in the labor market. This is a chart to make it let's say easier. The item that I'm highlight today is the profitability. For your info, every company in this world now struggle to maintain their profitability. Hence that if let's say they didn't see by hiring you, not give any value added for them, they're not going to employ you. Pretty easy. And from this chart, this what we call that, the equilibrium economic data, how I'm going to let's say summarize it. We have the let's say three main factors where we talk about why the youth face the disadvantage. One is a human capital, second is a experience trap, and last is a loss in the transition. What's the meaning of the human capital? What you learn in the university, it not may sufficient. Why? Because that's your university asking you how to use the AI in your research. And for the info, this slide, I'm use the structure from the AI. AI provide me the structure, and I just provide the info. And experience trap, how to make sure that you as a fresh graduate, zero working experience, but become the asset to the company. That's experience trap. That's a lot of the employer expect, oh, I'm refused to hire the fresh graduate because I'm looking for the experienced worker, because nobody going to hire you and spend about let's say 3 months or 6 months to train you. When I'm hiring you, tomorrow I need to know that's what your plan for the company. And last is a loss in the transition. Student of graduate unable to find the right platform to apply the job. But is all these three factors manageable? Yes. It can be solved in I can say that's a very simple way. First, I would like to ask again, what your salary expectation? Because this is will be like the main key concern to all the fresh graduate. I hope that you guys expect 3,000 to 3,005. That's your value. It's no longer 2,005. I'm really sorry to all the employer. 2,005 is not the salary for the fresh graduate in Malaysia, especially who are live in Kuala Lumpur. Why I say so? 2016, the Bank Negara research show 2,700. That's a living wage for all the fresh graduate, for the people who are staying in the Kuala Lumpur. And that's a 2016. You're now in the 2023. So let's look forward. Of course, that's an employer will say, oh, fresh graduate is a high expectation, they need to manage. Yeah, now I will try to share to you guys how you're going to manage the employer expectation during the interview, or how you're going to prepare. Because this is what the employer think about the fresh graduate or for the young people, demanding, not serious, and snowflakes. As I can say that people have been think, oh, you are quite attached with your social media, your life, everything. You're not going to focus on your work. Now how you going to like justify to your employer during the interview. First, that's you may like not heard about this thing, National Structured Internship Program, where that's employer can enjoy double tax relief. And basically in the financial industry, the starting internship allowance at 1,200 and above. And structured internship is a way that's a government initiative where that's we for all the employer need to provide what we're going to teach and how we're going to like monitor the growth, the progress of the students. This is some of the picture of my interns that they go around the world, and it's all the lecture fully funded. And how to make sure that when you interview with your employer, you can sell your idea. Look, a lot of the people have a misconception, especially let's say fresh graduate. Oh, I want to intern at the big 4 company. I want to intern in the very big company. No, you can intern at the photocopy shop and look on the lecture how to improve the company. And this is how that's what I can say is a design thinking will train the student. Look, for example, if let's say that's the company, the office consume about let's say 10 boxes of the paper every month, how you going to let's say reduce? We call that first is for the sustainability. Second, that's for the cost for the company. This is how that why the employer can see the value when they hiring you, and how you going to let's say documentize whatever that you do during the internship. Do the case study, create your own case study, put in the portfolio, share during the interview session. Then that you can justify, look, you need to hire me because I able to solve, or I able to reduce the cost of the operation, or I can increase the profit of the 10%. Employer want to hear that number, and it will be justified. Oh, among all the candidates, you are the something that is better. You can ask your lecturer about the directed case, decision case, disrupt case, issue case. This is an example of the case study, and you can use of the 5W1H. And as my role as a head of the research, what we see in the future, the evolution of the labor market. Like I purposely asking the AI how to share my slide, how to let's say build my slide for the today, because that's AI is not going to replace you. AI to improve your productivity. This is all the point. It's not from the AI. This is the structure, the idea is from the AI. So we see that in the 2025, like in the 1 to 3 years, we see a lot of the technology will be let's say coming in, and you guys as a student need to be let's say rescaling. Even though that you don't have any like what you call that the position or working, but you need to be rescaling. Plus that you need to be continue learning to become the competitive advantage. I'm done to talk about the how to negotiate with the employer and etc. Now I would like to share link with the like the team for the today, why the life experience matters in the youth work. So this is my experience where that's can you imagine that's head of the investment of the investment bank serving the coffee at the Starbucks. This is the crazy thing that I do. I give up my position, everything. I buy a motorbike and I take about let's say one month break, work at the Starbucks as a barista, and rejoin back the industry, because the pandemic is really give the impact of the mental health. And this is my medicines, everything. I'm still consumed. I can say that it's getting better, but for the youth, what I want to share, what the key message I want to highlight to you guys. Yes, you going to have a degree, but after you graduate, you may see some of your friends have it like higher by the big bang, and you compare yourself, and then it'll be like say, oh, I need to like do something good, and etc. etc. It will be impact your mental health. Don't shy to share your problem with the people. I'm share with the Datuk Prof. William, which is the president of the mental health, Malaysia Mental Health. We have a sharing everyone, and I can say that if let's say you face some of the challenge in your life, the sky is always blue. That you have a lot of the opportunity to grab in, and your journey is still long. So if let's say that you're facing something like what I can say that people try to compare yourself with the others. Look, your life is your own journey, and you always need to continue your journey, because the new possibility, we don't know when it will come in, and I can say that sooner or later your dream job can be achieved. That's all. Thank you, everyone.